Hi, I'm going to show something today which I think not many people know we have as a feature. It's how to fill in PDF forms automatically. So to turn it on, I go into integrations. And if you don't have the scan PDFs connector, just add it. It's a free connector. And so I'm going to go into there. And then there's a new section here called forms. So in here, you can upload the form that you want to fill in. So let's look for a typical form. So I've got something in here. I'm going to search for, this is an American form, but it's a, it's a typical form that is, a lot of paperwork. No one wants to do it. So I'm going to save this locally. And now I am going to create a new form here. So I'm going to say new form. And I'm going to call this a SF30. And now I can just drag this across. So let me drag it from my downloads folder. And I am just putting it in there and saying upload. So this will now be processed in the background. It gets uploaded to a system that analyzes it. It tries to find where all the different fields are. You can see it didn't take too long. It completed there. And now hopefully it knows how to fill it in. So in here, you can give it some guidelines, if it doesn't do what you want. You can upload some images and stuff as well, like signatures or logos and things you want to put on, and that can be used. But I'm just going to show you can test it pretty easily. And so you can just put in some sort of data for it. Now, normally, when you try and run this, there's an automation action where you just pass the data into the form filling action. And you can grab that data from a report or something, right? You would typically have, here are all the fields from this job that just got completed, or about this quote, or about this, whatever you needed, whether you're filling in some sort of certification or a order form or whatever it is. So you get that data out of Wink and you pass that into the automation action, and then this does is almost exactly the same. It will pass this info. I have some random data here that I had generated beforehand. I'm just going to paste it in here. But this data can be anything, right? It doesn't need to be a one-for-one mapping to the fields. There's an AI behind the scenes which will try and do the matching. It intelligently grabs the information that you need. Like, you could do very specific things and map it, but in general, you just need to give it some data and it will see if it can fill it for you. So fingers crossed. I haven't tested this before, so let's see how it does. It might not be perfect the first time, but you can give it these extra instructions, right? And say like, no, you got to put this in a very specific place or put this in a spot. So you can kind of fine tune it with this testing here until you get it right. And then you write your automation, and hopefully it's set and forget then, right? And once it's filled in, you get a URL to that PDF. So you can then email it somewhere. You can upload it, depending what other actions you want to use in the automation, or you can attach it to the job. It will work in ServiceMate, ServiceTitan, or whatever you need to do. So it is very, very flexible. So this might take a little while to process.
A few moments later.
So after about a minute, it had finished. You can see it's changed to completed, and I can click on open the PDF, and here you go. You can see it filled in checkboxes. It had automatically put in all the information I needed. And a lot of these things weren't put in as such, like this is the field. It knows that, hey, I need to grab the address out of the address part, and it just puts it in the right place. And as long as all the information is there, that's good. So it's filled in a whole bunch here. There's other stuff here which you can, give it further instructions to do. But I just wanted to show in general Like this is with no setup. Now, it'll probably take you 10, 20 minutes to, make sure all the codes are in there and give it some further instructions. And as I said, you can scan signatures and ask it to put those stuff in there. So all of that can be done pretty easily. If you want to get it set up or have one of us help you, just book a meeting, and one of our analysts will love to just help you get it all set up and going.